Welcome back to the Daily News Network and the Daily Business Brief. I'm Jack Sears, your host. When we get together, we're talking about business news, trends, and strategies. And today, we're talking nonprofits. And with us is the newly selected and appointed Executive Director and CEO of the Nonprofit Center of Northeast Florida, my good friend Dawn Lockhart. Welcome to the show, Dawn.
Thank you so much, Jack. We go ways back,
I
don't
know.
we?
So congratulations.
Thank you.
I will say this. I think the Center's Board of Directors got it right. You follow a great leader in this community, and they've got the right person to work with us here in the nonprofit sector.
Thank you. Yeah. It has been such a joy. I'm a longtime member of the Nonprofit Center. I was a member, actually I was on the steering committee that hired Rena Coughlin long ago. So my connection to the center has been a long time, and it's just such an honor and privilege to now be in the seat and follow Rena's great legacy and continue to do the work I'm really passionate about.
Yeah. I know that you've labored in the vineyard with us in the nonprofit field for how many years now?
Do I really have to tell you?
No.
Oh, okay. That's how long. I don't want to tell you.
We'll say that it's got a lot of experience. Yeah. And then you did something very unique and exciting and very helpful. You worked for the city of Jacksonville, right?
I did. That was really an exciting opportunity because it was created by the sector and by philanthropy right here in Jacksonville. And the summary of it all was that the sector felt that the city was not actively engaged in working alongside the nonprofit sector and philanthropy, and so they put their money where their mouth is, and they raised the dollars to help create a position, asked the current administration if they would accept the role. They did, and then we worked hard to prove that the way you create real community impact is you align the public sector, the private sector, and philanthropy. And so we did some great work in that area, and really proud that Mayor Deegan has continued the role.
Yeah.
And that it's won national award and been recognized by Georgetown University actually as a best practice. So I think that we've arrived.
You know, I think we get called at the right time for the right reasons. And when you think about it, you were called to public service, I believe, at the right time. Thinking about the pandemic and the disruption that created not only in the public sector but the nonprofit sector. You were that voice in City Hall to help us through it. So thank you.
No, my pleasure and an honor, and boy, what a difference it makes when everybody works together.
So now you're in a new role, new leadership with the nonprofit. What's the state of the sector in our area? What would you say?
You know, Jacksonville is an amazing city. You know, we, as you know, having worked in the sector for a very long time, we are incredibly collaborative. We get recognized for that nationwide. There's always more to do, though. You know, there are always more communities to serve, more individuals that need assistance, and the sector needs that support to align around those indicators so that we can really create impact. And so what we're working on right now is trying to develop some opportunities for shared services, ways to really convene like organizations, and for the Nonprofit Center to serve as a back office to help them achieve their goals. You know, your time at the Boy Scouts, you didn't have time to focus on other organizations. Your mission was your mission. And so our mission is connecting, advocating, and strengthening nonprofit sector. So we're going to focus first on really trying to pull all of the organizations together around common missions and opportunities, and then be that support for them so that they can do the great work that they're doing.
That's wonderful. So how many members do you have right now in the center?
We have almost 370.
Okay.
We continue to grow, and what's also wonderful is that the membership is not just made up of nonprofit organizations, it's also made up of private businesses and foundations. And we think that that's really a point of pride for us, because it makes the statement that to be able to create impact, you really need all three sectors working together. And so we take a lot of responsibility for making sure to provide that education to all sectors so that we can really lift up the tide.
Well, I learned something new. That's great, great. Well, listen, congratulations once again on your role. And like I said, I think our community is in a well position to have a great leader in the sector in your regard. And so thank you very much. So if we wanted to learn more about the Nonprofit Center, how would we do that?
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't say all the listeners and viewers need to make sure to become a member of the Nonprofit Center.
That's fair.
But to learn about it, you go on to the Nonprofit Center's website at Nonprofit Center, N-O-N Profit ctr.org.
Okay.
And you certainly can give me a call, and be happy to talk with everybody about the great resources. And really to remember that you can never stop learning about the new opportunities that are in the sector. Even though you've been around a while and done a lot of great things, there are new practices and innovations that are happening in the sector, and we really want to make sure that our members and the partners that they work with are introduced to those new opportunities, and so have plenty of classes and opportunities to make that happen.
All right. Well, we will encourage them to do
Great.
so. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's it, folks. That's the time we have today for the Daily Business Brief. If you'd like to learn more about the nonprofit sector and the Nonprofit Center in Northeast Florida, to watch this interview and to see many other interviews, be sure to visit us on thedailynewsnetwork.com. Until we get together next time, I'm your host, Jack Sears, wishing you a great day, good health, much happiness, and be sure to treat each other the way you'd like to be treated.
The team at Heritage Capital Group is special because it's a collection of people across the spectrum.
We have people who have been in the shoes of owners that are looking to buy and sell, and professionals that have executed transactions helping buy and sell companies for decades.
I think when you talk to us, see what our experience is, see what our skills are, see the reach that we have, you'll be very happy with the recommendation.